Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how Scooter Braun regrets how he handled the Taylor Swift feud. Let's get right into it. Scooter Braun has expressed regret over how he handled the acquisition of Taylor Swift's music catalog, which sparked outrage from both Swift and her legions of fans. On NPR's The Limits with Jay Williams podcast, the music executive discussed his public view with Swift. The feud started in 2019 when Braun's company, Ithaca Holdings, purchased Big Machine label group, which acquired the rights to Swift's first 6 albums. Taylor's famous feud with Kanye West and his ex-wife Kim Kardashian should be mentioned as background for the explanation of this highly intricate feud. Swift and the rapper's relationship had its first hiccup in 2009 at the MTV Video Music Awards. Swift won the VMA for Best Music Video, and Kanye interrupted her speech to say, "Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish," but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. The two reconciled in 2010 and appeared to be friendly until the feud erupted in 2016. Kanye released his album Famous, which included the lyrics, "I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that famous." Taylor Swift was effectively canceled online after Kim and Kanye made it appear as if she had approved these lyrics. The issue not only successfully took over the internet, but it also raised awareness of the dangers of cyberbullying, which frequently focuses on the endangerment and sexualization of young girls who are targeted online twice as much as young boys. Swift's final album with Big Machine Reputation was released as a result of these events. Despite the fact that Kim and Kanye's allegations were proven false in 2020, Swift's fallout with Big Machine Records and Scott Borchetta is framed by this feud. Swift returned to Big Machine Records after announcing her departure from the label in 2018 to join Universal Music Group's Republic Records. Taylor attempted to repurchase her masters but was denied, forcing her to make the difficult decision of leaving her first 6 albums with Borchetta, Taylor Swift, Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989, and Reputation. The metaphorical rug was quickly pulled out from under Taylor when famous manager Scooter Braun purchased the label and thus Taylor's masters. Swift expressed her displeasure with the situation on Tumblr, telling fans that this was her worst-case scenario and that essentially her musical legacy was about to lie in the hands of someone who tried to dismantle it. Swift felt betrayed by Borchetta, who failed to notify her that Braun would be purchasing the label. Braun and Swift's feud dates back many years, with Swift claiming she had endured constant manipulative bullying at the hands of Scooter Braun for years. Look no further if you're wondering where the Kim and Kanye story fits into all this. Because here's the catch. At the time of the release of Famous, Braun was Kanye's manager. In her infamous Tumblr post, Taylor stated that Kim Kardashian orchestrated an illegally recorded snippet of a phone call to be leaked. And then Scooter got his 2 clients together to bully me online about it. Or when his client Kanye West organized a revenge porn music video which strips my body naked. The 2 clients mentioned here are Justin Bieber, who posted a picture of himself and Scooter on Instagram with the caption, "Taylor Swift, what's up?" and Demi Lovato, who claimed Scooter was a good man and expressed they felt Taylor was bullying Braun. This was not only seen as disrespectful to Swift's struggle, but it also appears dismissive of the very real dangers of cyberbullying, which is a real issue, impacting approximately 59% of US teens. So what's the big deal? That brings us back to Taylor's masters. Scooter now owns all of them, which means he also owns any other copies of songs from Taylor's first 6 albums. In November 2020, when Taylor said she attempted to enter into negotiations with Scooter to regain ownership of her master recordings, she accused his team of wanting her to sign an NDA that allegedly stated, "I would never say another word about Scooter Braun unless it was positive before we could even look at the financial records of BMLG." Now, in a September 27th interview with NPR's Jay Williams, Scooter said he wishes he could have handled some things differently. He shared, "I learned an important lesson." He then added, "When I did that deal, I was under a very strict NDA with the gentleman who owned it, and I couldn't tell any artist. I wasn't allowed to. I wasn't legally allowed to." Scooter continued, "I was excited to work with every artist on the label, so when we finalized the deal, I started making phone calls to say, hey, I'm a part of this, and before I could even do that, I made 4 phone calls. I started to do those phone calls, all hell broke loose." In his latest interview, Scooter shared his belief that a lot of things got lost in translation. He explained, "I think that when you have a conflict with someone, it's very hard to resolve it if you're not willing to have a conversation." He then added, "So the regret I have there is that I made the assumption that everyone, once the deal was done, was going to have a conversation with me, see my intent, see my character, and say, great, let's be in business together. And I made that assumption with people that I didn't know." Well, guys, I think we all know what they say out of making assumptions, especially in a major business like this. It's definitely never a good idea to just assume things when millions of dollars are on the line. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.